back to the Southeast All-American Soccer Showcase. No rest for the wicked out here, is there, Brad?
No, there's not. I think both of us just ran a mile trying to make sure that we could get a quick drink and get ready to start again.
We're excited to be here, though. Blessed to be here in a position to talk about soccer, and not just any old soccer, talk about quality high school soccer here across the Southeast. We're in Atlanta, Georgia at the beautiful Atlanta Silverbacks Park. It's a hot day out here, 3 p.m. in the middle of summer. These girls are going to be dealing with all kinds of elements today, but you know that's not going to let them phased. They are fantastic soccer players, and today they are going to be showcasing that. I'm excited to be here. Jessica Charman alongside me, Brad Sensony. Brad, they've got 2 big games to live up to.
Yes, they do. Those first 2 games absolutely set the bar very, very high, and really excited to see what happens from this point on.
And just in case you're wondering, it will be Team West in white playing right to left, and Team East in the blue jerseys playing left to right. To begin with here, that's Molly Muenchen. Got the ball out wide there for Team West. A little slip up there. Good work by Emma Kate Uithoven to dispossess there. It'll be a throw-in early on for Team East. Good play there. A nice little spin by Alex Barnhill, laying it all the way back to the defender. Long ball over the top, searching for Kyleigh Drew. Drew now with a chance to break forward. Instead, spins around and lays it back to Rylee Braden. Braden switches, big switch across the middle of the pitch, but she knows her players because Avry Scott with a beautiful spin to lay it off to Alex Barnhill. Barnhill turns. She's got space in front of her. Threads the ball. Amazing through ball there. The shot cross just out of bounds, but early signs for Team West looking good.
Yeah, Jess, I'm trying to make sure that our stream is coming up well, so I'm going to have to take a break for just a second.
No problem here. Jessica on the call alongside me, co-commentator / technical genius Brad Sensony here at the Southeast All-American Soccer Showcase. First corner of the day will be Kennedy Price.
Trying to make sure that our stream...
Price taking this delivery out, swinging right-footed. West all on the edge of the box, and then she kicks it. They come in, searching, and a good take there early on by Jada Kinchelow in goal, and that's exactly what you want as a goalkeeper. A great first touch and good hands by Kinchelow as she bowls that one out to Madyson Helm. Helm skips through the challenge of Dipersia, and it's Dipersia actually, she told me, in the restroom, as Muenchen takes that one away. Bolton, Muenchen on the ground there, but Barnhill able to recover it. But now a chance for East to break through Chacon. Wide on the right-hand side is Fugel. Fugel with the shot, and Rylee Manning with the big hand. I think that one would have been going into the side netting, but Rylee Manning out of North Carolina not wanting to take the chance, and we will see a corner instead for Team East on this right-hand side.
Yeah, she didn't want to take the chance in that going in, but I'm sure if she looked back on it, she would have let it go, give herself a goal kick.
Stepping over to take this corner is Caroline Moore. Again, East setting up in a similar way with everyone on the edge of the 18. They'll begin moving once the ball is struck. Out swinging delivery deep and high. A little slip in the box. It is met, and on the edge, number 7. That was Ella Weir with the shot from distance, always sailing wide, but a good early set play from Team East there.
Yes, absolutely. She timed it up perfect and just happened to hook it just a little bit wide.
Manning with the short goal kick. Read nicely by Team East. Popped up in the air a couple of times for Lanie McCarty. And instead, or Lanie McCarty rather, and instead it will be a throw-in for Team East.
Jess, I'm anxious to see how this turf holds up. They haven't sprayed it at all. It's very hot out here today. I'm anxious to see if it gets more slick as the day goes on.
Ella Rylee with her back to goal, lays it back to Riley Manning. Riley Manning with a big boot towards halfway, met in the air, and Dipersia almost there. Unable to take it under control, though. Here is Team East in possession. That was Serenity Tumpkin. Tumpkin gets a second opportunity to clear and does much better that time to get it to Chacon. Chacon was looking for the wide line of Carolyn Moore, just not on the same page there, and instead Team West should have an opportunity to clear their lines here. They try and play it out of trouble, but it is intercepted. And they're able to finally play things well, and it will be Dipersia. Dipersia with the ball over the top, looking for Barnhill. Barnhill in the edge of the box, cuts it backwards, lays it off. Good step there by Kennedy Price. A brave challenge by Serenity Tumpkin on Price, and she's going down a little bit hurt there. That looked like a painful one, Brad.
Yes, it definitely looked like a painful one. Shows her grit and integrity and toughness. She did not want the referee to stop the play. She got up and is moving about.
Searching pass is read nicely by Ali Kate Navas. Dipersia unable to keep that one in play, but she does earn a throw-in for her Team West. Searching for Muenchen. Muenchen unable to get that one under control, and instead it'll be Josie Wages for Team East with the searching pass. Wages doesn't get it the first time, but instead is able to distribute it along her back line to McCarty. McCarty to Wages. Wages looking for the big switch towards Moore. Moore does well to check back in. Lays it all the way back to Wages. Wages returns it to Moore. Moore looking for the long ball over the top to Uithoven. Uithoven in a foot race with Kennedy Price. Price wins it, lays it back to Manning in goal, and Manning deals with that one well. It skipped up in front of her for the goalkeeper, and she managed to earn a throw-in for her Team West.
Jess, that sun is absolutely brutal today. I'm sure on the pitch it's probably 15 to 20 degrees warmer than it is for us up here.
Yes, Brad. When I went to speak to the coaches to get the starting lineups, it was pretty uncomfortable just walking on the pitch. I can't even imagine running on it today, but that's what these girls are doing, and they wouldn't have it any other way. I'm sure they're delighted to be able to play as Riley Manning knocks that one around the back. Ella Rylee with a great through pass there for Team West. And another searching pass, this time looking for Alex Barnhill. Barnhill on that right-hand side, cuts it back in. Tumpkin meets it well, but Barnhill gets a second opportunity here. Instead, it's Kennedy Price with a nice little spin there. All the way back, and an underhit pass allows Chacon to skip in and steal that one. She releases Uithoven. Chacon lays it back to McCarty. West is able to intercept, though, and get the ball back on this right-hand side into Barnhill. Barnhill to Drew. Ooh. Drew narrowly, but it was a bit safe. As, again, we always keep saying, the goalie plays to the whistle. Kinchelow made a good save. It looked from this angle that Barnhill had timed her run to perfection, and Kyleigh Drew actually was the one that got the shot on goal, but unfortunately for her, the linesman's flag was risen. Muenchen lays it out wide. Here's Kennedy Price. Price looking to split two defenders to get Barnhill in, but Josie Wages reads that one very well. We're still in possession, though. Good cross. There's Drew, and eventually knocked long by Ali Kate Navas. Good step there by Fugel. Fugel takes a tumble in the center circle, but Avry Scott will not pause for Team West. She's driving forward, attempted the through ball, but again, who's there? Josie Wages.
Josie Wages has been all over this pitch in the first 9 minutes of this match, Jess.
She's certainly leading from that centre-back position right now. Wages getting plenty of touches on the ball, holding things tight as Team West centre-back Ella Rylee chooses to knock things back. Here's Bailey Bergman switching the play. Rylee Braden driving forward. Good interception by Caroline Moore. Throw in to Dipersia. Dipersia fighting for that one, earns a throw-in. She opts to take the throw-in into Barnhill. Good step again by Wages. Good hard tackle there by Madyson Helm for Team East, and she earns a throw-in, or she does not own a throw-in. Drew lays that one inside. Here's Muenchen with the shot. Good footwork by Jada Kinchelow across to make that one look easy.
Jada's been busy early so far. She's done a great job of commanding her box and taking control.
Big punt up and in the air by Kinchelow. But it's taken down by Moore. Moore looking for the long ball over the top, but instead it falls for Dipersia. Good step by Serenity Tumpkin. Switching possession fast here though. Muenchen is able to spread the play to Braden. Here's Drew on the left-hand side. Early cross. Wages is there with the chest down and eventually swept clear. Here's Fugel. Long ball over the top by Moore. Searching for the run of Fugel. But instead, Rylee Manning with some great positioning, but put defender under pressure a little bit there, but paid off for them. And it is still Team West in possession through Bolton. Bolton driving through. Great ball there. Almost timed it to perfection, but quick off her line again. Jada Kinchelow.
Again, taking control of that box.
Muenchen lays it wide. A nice recovery by Uithoven. Uithoven releases her goalkeeper, Kinchelow. Kinchelow patient here. Not forcing the pass. She's not being pressed too much, and as I say that, some light pressure. She knocks it towards halfway. Muenchen comes in from behind, and the high foot is called there. Muenchen judged to be a little bit overzealous in her challenge of Brooklynn Fugel, and it will be a free kick just short of the halfway line.
Referee once again doing a great job of keeping control of the game, but not allowing her to be part of the game.
It's Navas over this free kick. She's committed to Truett McConnell. Her coaches, or future coaches, here watching her, checking out how she plays. So it's a cool opportunity, even if you're committed to get to impress your coaches.
And what an honor that is as a high school player to have your coach come to watch you play in a showcase like this after you've already committed to going to play for him.
Caroline Moore with some intricate footwork, spinning with the reverse pass, but it's read perfectly by Bolton. Bolton releases her teammate. Nice switch, looking for Drew. Drew unable to get that one under control. Trying to keep it in as Helm, but instead it will be a throw-in for Team East, despite the effort to keep that one in. Tumpkin. Tumpkin with some patient driving forward there into Wages. Wages looking for the long ball over the top. Does well to find Fugel. Knocked long by Bergman. Nice physical play there between Reese Bolton and Ali Kate Navas. Navas has the call in her favor, though, right here on the halfway line.
These girls are doing an excellent job with the pressure that they're under. Coaches watching, heat, not playing on the pitch for as long as they have. They're coming out here playing very well. Navas
here. A deep line by Team West on the edge of their 18 from this distance. Met in the air nicely by Muenchen. Fighting for the ball on the edge of the box, though, is Uithoven. Uithoven keeps it in play, cuts back, and just runs out of real estate there.
Rylee Manning is the keeper for the for Team West, And while she hasn't been under a whole lot of pressure to start this game, the few times that the ball has played to her, it feels like she's got a good position of where the ball is and the field itself.
Yeah, I got to watch/train alongside Rylee Manning a little bit yesterday, and she's a fantastic goalkeeper. She's got good positioning, and what I love about Rylee, from what I've seen, is how patient she is with the ball. She shows a lot of maturity. A lot of goalkeepers don't really find that maturity until they reach college and they get used to playing at that level, but Rylee plays way beyond her years in goal. So hoping for the best for both Rylee and Jada in goal today as the ball falls to Navas. Nice header there out the back by Team West though. And another good step. West really up in the tempo on defense as Muenchen releases the pass. Wages is there though for East. Lays it across to Tumpkin. Patient play by both sides. It's lovely to see the confidence of these defenders to have the ball at their feet. They want possession. They're not afraid. And that was something I got a chance to talk to the girls about when we met briefly. And I explained to them to have fun.
And sometimes that's overlooked, especially in a showcase like this, Jess, where you're trying to impress college coaches. You want to take it to the next level. But when you go back to just having fun, that's what's going to impress the coach the most, because you're going to play your best.
Exactly. If you're too stressed and you put too much pressure on yourself, you're not going to play to the standard that you want to play at. So far, it looks like these girls are relaxed on the pitch as Avry Scott turns and tries to thread the ball, and she does well there to find Kenney Price. Price with a pretty little step over there. And comfortable again, playing back to Rylee Manning in goal. A great sign there as Manning threads the ball along the ground to Drew. Drew unable to chop it back though, and instead it's Whiting. And Rylee Manning comes out to close down that angle, and Ella Rylee with a great defensive interception there across from the opposite side of her centre-back position. Important there by Rylee.
Big throw in right here. As the defense, you want to keep the ball on your side of the pitch.
Good play there by Newhouse to put enough pressure on to force another throw in. Taking it will be Braden. We'll see a substitution in front of us. Drew taking a breather. She's got to run across the whole field to get there though.
That's a long run too.
Looks like Alex Barnhill returning for Team West. Team West a little short today on players, had a couple of injuries, a couple of players unable to make the trip down, so they will be helped out today by Carter Drake and Savannah Jackson. If you've been listening to the earlier broadcast, you'll know that both Carter and Savannah played in the earlier match, so looking forward for them to get another chance to impress as that long ball is played over the top, looking for Hope Kenney. Kenney does well there with the 1-2 pass, slides in, brave by Kenney. Fighting tackle there by Ella Rylee. What a slide tackle there on Hope Kenney. Good battle between those two. Madyson Helm, shot from distance, never going to trouble Rylee Manning in goal.
Jess, I love the confidence in the slide tackle in the box by Ella Rylee. You have to be really confident in your slide tackling to take a chance of doing that in the box and not giving up a PK, and she did an excellent job.
It's one of those where you're taking a risk. You're putting your position on the field on the line. If you're the last player, who knows, you might get a red card. So
sure.
Ella Rylee, very mature with that decision, and she knew she had to do it. It was a last-ditch tackle, and she timed it to perfection as that goal kick sails over to Barnhill, tries to head it down, but instead Navas manages to get it back to Tumpkin. Tumpkin wide to Helm. Helm with some space to drive forward. Has Whiting in front of her. Or I believe it would be Whiting. Whiting swings it back, and great pickup by Rylee Manning there. Under some pressure and scoops that one clean.
Rylee Manning thought about going quick on that. Then gives her offense a chance to spread out before she takes the long punt.
Punt over everyone. Falls straight to Tumpkin. Tumpkin manages to find Weir. Weir into Whiting. Here's Helm. Helm finds the feet of Kenney. Kenney spins, but another good read out the back by Team West. Spinning is Newhouse. Newhouse opts to play back towards goal. Nice little step over there. With time was Bergman. Into Newhouse. Turning into trouble though. Newhouse put under pressure by Whiting. Nice little step over there. Into Weir. Weir skips past one challenge towards the 18. Another powerful step there by Ella Rylee. Breaking forward now. Barnhill. Here's Dipersia. Dipersia uses her body well against Tumpkin. Dipersia opts to play it back. Into Bolton. Bolton to Barnhill. Barnhill just a little bit too much from behind by Helm. It'll be a free kick here in a dangerous area for Team West.
Great confidence and patience by Team West to control the ball in the back and start their drive up forward, which got the foul called.
Muenchen here in swinging delivery. Takes a shot, and that one's never going to challenge Jada Kinchelow, but again, an opportunity for Kinchelow to demonstrate her footwork. Ball in hands. I'd like to see these girls drop wide, give an option, and try and keep possession. It's nice that they can punt long, but to me, it's just turning over possession too much, Brad.
Yes, it is. 50-50 ball is just that. And unfortunately, more times than not, it gets turned over. If you can work the ball from the back, it makes it so much smoother and gives you so much more of an opportunity.
And that's exactly what Rylee Manning tried to do, but Bergham's pass intercepted there by Helm. Helm on the touchline here, drilling it towards the 18. Up there is Ella Rylee with the header. Driving forward was number 11, Reese Bolton. Long ball over the top, looking for Dipersia. Dipersia in a foot race with Helm. Helm lays it back to Kinchelow. Kinchelow with time here to find a pass.
No pressure, plenty of time.
Kinchelow long ball towards the half. Good step by Bolton. Taken down nicely by Newhouse. Newhouse to Dipersia. Dipersia looking to thread through Barnhill, just a little bit behind her there. And instead, it'll be Team East breaking forwards. With speed is Brooklyn McDuffie. McDuffie and Rylee. Rylee wins that one with an expert turn there. Fantastic, Ella Rylee.
Love seeing that step over, confidence, thought about giving it back to her keeper, instead turned it outside, and now they get a hydration break.
18 remaining in this first half, still tied at naught. That half flew by, Brad.
Yes.
Well, that half of a half.
Correct. The first quarter, since we don't play quarters, excellent work, and hardly any stoppage of play. So love to see it. These girls are working really hard. And once again, I know we've mentioned it a couple times, but it's hot out here. And these girls are laying it all out on the line.
It's been an exciting game so far. End-to-end stuff here at the Southeast All-American Soccer Showcase, powered by 323 Sports. I'm Jessica Charman, alongside me, Brad Sensony, and it's been fantastic here so far today. We've still got another 3/4 of this match and finish things up on the boys' side with Team East and Team West. I don't want it to end, Brad.
I don't either. I was thinking the same thing. Going into this, I was thinking, wow, 4 games is going to be a lot. Now I'm wishing we had 8 games.
Fantastic quality out here today. The girls living up to it, and just proof that you don't need goals to make it a fantastic game.
You know, in America, Jess, that's one of the biggest talks. At 0-0, it's not very exciting game. It couldn't be further from the truth. Both of these teams, very physical, very active, doing a great job, very exciting.
I got to watch both these teams scrimmage against the other 2 teams that we've seen today, and both powerful teams. I think soon is where we're going to see some goals, because as the players get fatigued, we may see some concentration lapses, and that's when you get through on goal. So far, not really any sniffs of goal. We haven't seen a big save yet.
Correct. You see Kinchelow coming with a cold cold water rag on her head trying to keep herself cool. There's no place for shade on that pitch, is there, Jess?
Not at all. And in this heat on turf, it's unbelievable out there. But again, the girls have to put aside the elements. They have to put aside the nerves, and they need to focus on just having fun and playing the game that most of these girls, because we asked them, most of these girls have been playing since they were 3 or 4 years old, and it's all sort of come to this now, and they're looking to further their careers in college, and they're in the right place to do it.
You're absolutely right. Jess, we talked about Team West getting some help. I believe number 6 over there in the
that's Carter Drake in the blue jersey there, wearing the orange pinny.
Perfect. So Carter already played 1 game and is now back playing another, giving herself another opportunity to get some touches on the ball.
So if you see a player in an orange jersey, the goalkeeper hasn't made a run. It is a Team West player as Muenchen threads that through. No. And that one looked very harsh on Kyleigh Drew. I mean, let's just say, let's give the official the benefit of the doubt. Great back line there by Team East. It looked like Muenchen had threaded that one through perfectly, but it's coming. A chance is coming for Team West here as Muenchen gets that one under control and lays it back to Ella Rylee. Rylee was searching for Drake there. Instead, it's Dipersia. Dipersia almost tricks herself, but does somehow fight for possession. Unable to get hold of it, though, and instead it's Helm. Here's Weir spreading the play to Whiting. Across to Helm. Fugel. Back in possession with some beautiful triangular passing is Newhouse. And they do eventually close down the ball well. Helm. And it'll be a throw-in. Over, down the line, looking for Dipersia. Dipersia fighting for this one. Still fighting as Dipersia, and it's a good challenge there by Serenity Tumpkin.
Tumpkin, another player that we've called a lot today. Jess, she is doing a great job in that center back position.
And we talked about 2 center backs, Tumpkin for East and Rylee for West, and that just shows why it's 0-0, because the center backs are having cracking games, Brad.
You're absolutely right.
Throw in down the line for Helm. Flicked up in the air by Weir. Dropping and spinning is Whiting. And that one just trickles out of play. We'll have to go behind a goal to collect that one.
Long run for the keeper.
I told you in the first game, it's my pet hate as a goalie. I need a ball girl behind my goal, please.
I think your statement was, it's not fair that the striker can put it out of play and I have to go run for it.
Exactly. And then they probably expect me to get it when it goes out for a corner. The double standards of the goalkeeper life as Rylee Manning passes that beautifully to Braden. Braden unable to get that first touch as it skipped up off the turf, though. Be a throw-in for Team East. Helm looking into the body there of, that was Hope Kenney. Good step again by Rylee, and no-nonsense clearance. That one, she's not going to risk playing out the back, just knock that one out for a throw-in.
Yes, and it appears that East is trying to put the pressure on. You see they've pushed their defense up. They're trying to turn the tables a little bit, see if they can't get a scoring opportunity.
Tumpkin switching across to Wages. Wages with some space to drive. She instead knocks it sideways. Nice little spin by Navas. Navas chips that in. Defended nicely by Bergman. No nonsense clearance there by Bergman, giving West an opportunity to up their line.
Love the communication that we're hearing. Where we're positioned, you can hear it very well, but these girls are definitely talking to each other.
Here's Helm driving forwards. Was looking for Kenney. Kenney gets it at a second time, though. Kenney versus Braden on this right-hand flank. Kenney skips past, but a great, strong slide tackle there by attempting the pullback was Newhouse, but instead it will be a throw-in for Team East. It's Helm on the throw-in. Helm into Kenney. Kenney drops it back to Helm. Helm swings that one in, and Manning with a fantastic take there right in front of the forward. Bowls it out quickly, but unfortunately unable to get it is Dipersia.
Tumpkin once again stepped right in there and took that away to keep the ball down in their attacking third.
Nice reverse pass idea by Whiting, but Kenney unable to keep that one in, so instead we will see a goal kick here with 10 minutes remaining in the first half of this third game of the Southeast American All-American Soccer Showcase. My brain is fried, right?
Powered by 323 Sports.
Exactly. I need some 323 Sports power right now as we trickle down in time. Fantastic games here. Jessica Charman and Brad Sensony as Muenchen with some beautiful footwork there to lay it back to Bergman. Bergman into Dipersia. Dipersia with a pretty spin to Newhouse. Newhouse shoulder to shoulder here with Helm. Helm does well, though, shows great strength there to get it off to Weir. Weir looking for the overlapping run of Helm, but covering up is Bergman. Bergman with her back to the corner flag there and manages to prevent the corner. Instead, it will be a throw-in deep in their attacking third for Team East as we see a couple of substitutes.
Yeah, both coaches trying to get some players rotated off, get them a drink, get them a rest. I'm sure that they'll be going underneath the stands and getting in some shade. I do see Serenity Tumpkin coming off.
And that'll be an interesting one. When you switch up your centre-backs, I understand you need rotation, but when a centre-back is being a powerhouse and she seems to be stabilizing your defense, that can cause some trouble. So hopefully for Team East, that will not be the case. And it is Dipersia looking for Barnhill, but it's a great step out the back. Here's Whiting. Instead, Team West regain possession. Trying to thread the ball through there was Bolton. Little triangles again for Team East. Uithoven tried to lay it over the top, but it's easily read, and Manning with some nice feet there to return the ball to Rylee, and Rylee with the stutter step to beat the forward and trying to set Barnhill up with an opportunity to spread her legs, but Megan Sullivan there to shield the ball and earn a throw-in. Good work by Sullivan there for Team East.
I love the shielding and the hustle. It would be easy just to stand by and watch the ball go out, but she hustled to make sure that they earned that throw-in.
Long and loopy throw-in falls to Ella Weir. Weir over to Moore. Moore threading the ball over the top to McDuffie. McDuffie with the first time ball read nicely by Bergman. Into the middle. Here's Fugel. Fugel skips past the challenger. Beautiful battle there with the defender, and it's knocked out of play. Great work there by number 9, Kennedy Price for West. That was quite the war in that 18-yard box.
She definitely doesn't have any quit in her, Kennedy Price. She set her sights on that ball and wasn't quitting until she got it.
We will see a throw-in down here after a couple of substitutions. Savannah Jackson returning. We obviously saw her in team stripes earlier on. She's in the orange penny. Here's Bergman. Lays it back to Rylee. Rylee dinks it over. Nobody there. McCarty into Moore. Moore with a spin. Moore takes the shot. Why not? And Rylee watches that all the way into her hands.
Excellent hands right there.
And those are the ones that make you nervous as a goalkeeper because you have so long to think about them. And you're just hoping and hoping you make it stick. Punt over the top looking for Jackson. It's cleared convincingly by Wages. Another good step by Rylee. And a good recovery there by Price to get it back to Manning in goal. On the half spin was Bergman. Bergman with the risky pass across, but it paid off. Here's Bolton. Bolton into Barnhill. Barnhill back to Bergman. Again, wonderful possession here. And like I say, I'm just admiring the ball play here, the passing and the moving. And perhaps not spoiled with goals like in the first 2 games, but right now we're spoiled in a different way as Barnhill turns that one over to Chacon. Chacon to Whiting. Whiting cleaned up there by Ella Rylee.
One of the reasons it's called a beautiful game is the possession, and these young ladies are showing the beautiful side of the game.
Manning with good communication there. Ball in hands. Opts to play it short to Bergman. Bergman takes it on the back foot, turned over. Good step by Uithoven. Here's Moore with the shot. Good positioning by Rylee Manning. Made that one look easy.
I'm just really impressed. Both of these keepers very much watching the ball, taking control, not getting anxious.
Not the best kick there by Manning, straight to Chacon, but some good pressure from the back line of West. Allows it to be recycled. Navas spreads it wide. Good pressure there by Team West. Looking to thread through Savannah Jackson was Avry Scott. Not able to quite connect there, Avry Scott. But it was the right idea. Bolton all the way back to Manning in goal. Manning outside of the foot touch, opening up to see everything. Opts to go straight down the middle to Muenchen. Muenchen with the chest control flicks it to Dipersia. But again, East content with recycling things. That was Sullivan back to Kinchelow. Triangles between goalkeeper and defensive line here. Everyone getting touches in possession as Sullivan with a nice little stutter step to slow things down. Good ball by Bergman into the feet of Muenchen. Muenchen wide. Scott with a strong challenge there. And actually it was Kennedy Price and Avry Scott double teaming on that right hand side. It will be Price to take the throw in into Muenchen, who spins. Lays it back to Bergman. Bergman into Barnhill. Barnhill on the turn. Unable to get the pass through, but it falls favorably for Drew. Drew tried to get off Jackson. Bolton with a good step. Jackson is there. Skips up a little bit too much for her, but does meet it in the air. Jackson hops up on a knee and shoots with the left. It's blocked by the body of McCarty. Whiting on the overlap here. One to beat. That one is Ella Rylee. And Ella Rylee, not the defender you want to see as you look up and think you're breaking forwards.
Not at all. Ella Rylee, physical and smart, and just played it very well, positioned her body, able to knock it out of bounds, give her defense a chance to reset.
Throw in here for Team West. They were searching for Dipersia, but it was a good header out the back. Fugel with a chance to break forward. Instead, it falls to Avry Scott. Scott recycles that nicely with Price. Price back to Rylee, who finds Manning. That one just a little bit behind Reese Bolton. She's unable to keep that one in play as we tick down to the final 2.5 minutes. Here's Caroline Moore. Moore inside to Navas. Navas takes a shot. Why not? Manning picks it up. And it's tapped in there. I believe that's number 6, Brooklyn McDuffie for East. Manning with the first save there from the shot by Navas. But who was there? None other than Brooklyn McDuffie for the tap-in, and she buried it into the roof of the net.
Always love when players don't quit on a shot that is from the opposite side. Brooklyn McDuffie did a great job to continue her run, found herself in the perfect spot, and able to punch it in.
It's all about following up, and no matter what kind of shot you think it is, you have to follow up. And what a time to score for Team East, and what a time to concede for Team West. But on the bright side, both teams will have an opportunity to regroup in 1 minute and 20 seconds at the end of this half. But Team West not sitting down. They want to respond, and they want to respond fast as Bergman lays it across to Rylee. Rylee chipping it up, searching for Drew. A good header in the air by Uithoven. Up to take the throw in is Reese Bolton. Bolton into Barnhill. Barnhill one hop, still in possession. Strong play by her. Muenchen in a foot race, but cleared nicely there by Sullivan as we tick under 1 minute here. Throw in for Bolton, was searching for Jackson. Jackson unable to get it down. Instead falls back to Bergman. Bergman to Rylee. 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Dipersia. Dipersia to Muenchen. Muenchen spins nicely. Finds Barnhill. Barnhill with some space. Drags it back on the edge of the 18. Nice move by Barnhill. Lays off Drew. Drew to the back post. And narrowly there by Avry Scott. Fingernails in it there. If she had longer toenails, she'd have got on the end of that one.
You're so right. That was as close as you can get without punching it in.
And what a way to finish the first half of this battle between Team East and Team West. Jessica Charman and Brad Sensony. We're going to take a breather and we'll be right back with the second half. Welcome back to the Southeast All-American All-Star Game. Game number 3. Halftime went in at 1-0 East to West. Exciting game out here. A couple of really good chances. West had an opportunity to even things up right at the end. Avry Scott narrowly unable to convert the chance, but a fantastic run by her. Interesting to see what this second half will bring. A reminder that in white is West and in blue is East.
Kind of difficult to say after we've been calling stars and stripes all day, isn't it, Jess?
My brain's a little fried. I'm East, West, stars, stripes. Well, whichever team you're calling, you've got quality soccer players, and now in possession is West with the turnover. Here is East breaking forward with Uithoven. Uithoven with a good ball, but Manning steps perfectly out to that one to smother it. Good work by Rylee Manning in goal. Punts it straight over to Scott. Scott unable to keep that one in play, and instead Sullivan will take this throw in on the halfway line. Sullivan looping throw in. Muenchen there though. Here's Navas for Team East. Nice little skip by Uithoven. Uithoven into Chacon, back to Uithoven. 1-2 pass. Can she keep it in? She does. Spinning with a great delivery, and Manning again quick off her line to smother that one.
She sized that one up perfectly, Jess.
Great work by Rylee Manning in goal in those S1 goalkeeping gloves. Thanks to our sponsors for those as Navas heads that one up. Dipersia not giving a moment's breathing room for Helm, but Helm comes out and is smothered on the sideline by Dipersia. And look, I hope she's okay, but we do like to see that work ethic by Dipersia.
Very physical and just shutting down the threat.
Flicked over here with a chance to chase, but Muenchen knocks it back to Manning. Manning chips it over. Dipersia does well with her back to goal to get it to Bolton. And that one deemed to go out of play, so it will be a Team East throw-in.
Team East picking up right where they left off, attacking, keeping the ball on their attacking third of the pitch.
Throw in there into Weir. A little bit too hard there for Weir to chest control that one. Instead, it will be a goal kick for Rylee Manning.
Nice patience right here. Just maintaining possession, looking to see if the field opens up.
Confident play there out the back by Team West. That was Rylee Braden. Good pressure by Kennedy Price, still putting Navas under pressure, but she deals with it well. Braden just knocks that one out of play, or she thought she did, but Uithoven there and off the corner flag. It should have been a Team West throw there. It came off the corner flag, not off the player, but instead Uithoven with the ball in hands. Uithoven looking for Chacon. Chacon spins, and a good tackle by Rylee Braden to knock that one out for a corner.
This is only going to be the third corner of this game.
Set piece delivery here for Navas. Navas with an out-swinging delivery, right-footed. You'll see on your screen how Team East lining up just inside the 18-yard box. Man marking by Team West. Driving forwards a little bit, controlling nicely from the back. Dipersia tucked in. Muenchen with her back to goal. Dispossessed by a nice challenge by Fugel, and Fugel with the shot, and that one's not going to test Manning.
Manning eyes the field, chooses to drop the ball down, puts the ball right on Scott's foot.
Good work by Avry Scott to get it over to Muenchen, but Fugel is there. Chacon looking to thread through Uithoven. Uithoven fighting there with Price. Price comes out top, and that was McDuffie actually. Avry Scott strong with her back to goal. Releases Ella Rylee. She finds Muenchen. Scott and Muenchen dispossess each other a little bit. Rylee with some smart play to find Muenchen, who has space. Muenchen with the long ball over the top. Dipersia with a chance to stretch her legs. Dipersia versus Tumpkin, a familiar battle from the first half, and Tumpkin comes up top there as she releases Helm.
Love the confidence again by Serenity Tumpkin. Knew what time she had, knew that she had pressure on her back. Very calmly puts the ball outside.
Foul called against Alex Barnhill for the Jersey tug. Gives Navas a chance to launch the ball forward here for her team east side. Just inside her own half here. Long and over. Flicked on. Swiping at it is Price. Uithoven with the header. Almost tries to set herself up, but Braden reads it well. A spin by Bolton returns it to Braden. Braden back to Bolton. Bolton attempting to thread the ball through, but a good block by Navas.
Jess, you can definitely see the temperature starting to take its effect.
Definitely some fatigue there as a poor back pass puts Manning under pressure. She does well, got her hands down. Should have probably let that one run out for a corner, but as a goalkeeper you're always taught you don't want a corner, so Manning put under some unnecessary pressure by her teammates, but she dealt with it well. She will get a goal kick now and a time to settle down. It's nerve-wracking as a goalkeeper. Lays it short across. Here's Braden. Again, tired decision making right now. It's just fallen off a little bit flat out here. Hopefully they'll find a second wind. We've got 32 minutes remaining in the first half, in the second half rather, Brad.
Yes. They you have to feel that after getting the opportunity, battle right there.
A little bit of argy-bargy, that's what I'll call that one. A little bit of physicality there, some stuff after the ball was played. Referee stomped on that one though, and it will be a free kick, and it's Reese Bolton over this one for Team West. Bolton chips it over to Dipersia. Dipersia manages to thread it through, and again Serenity Tumpkin there with the last ditch tackle.
Steps in very well once again. It appears that Team West, midfield and defensively, are very confident in the ball, just struggling to get that attacking end.
Bolton skips through that challenge, beautifully done, but Navas is there, and Navas so strong. Here's Fugel with a chance to break forward. She's got two ahead of her, including McDuffie, goal scorer. She does go for McDuffie. Manning is there. Good work by Rylee Manning to come pick that one up.
Yeah, Rylee came off of her line, timed it perfectly, picked the ball up, and was able to reset.
Hard work by McDuffie to pin in Team West there with that slide tackle. McDuffie right now the difference between these two sides with her first half goal from the rebound of a beautiful shot by Navas. Jessica Charman and Brad Sensony with you here today. Reminder, if you have any comments or thoughts and opinions, to tweet us at Jess Talks Footy, F-O-O-T-I-E. Good play there by Team Stars.
Team.
Oh, wow. Yep, by Team East. They were wearing blue too.
Yes, they were.
It's almost like I remember the two games that have been already. We are on game number 3 here. Apologies for that as Megan Sullivan steps up for this throw-in. Sullivan with Chacon checking in. Instead looks for Weir, but Muenchen is there. Muenchen to Barnhill. Barnhill looking for the run of either Dipersia or Drew, but neither has the legs to get onto that one as Jada Kinchelow heads to the edge of her box and rolls it out rapidly to McCarty. McCarty to Sullivan. Sullivan with a little space to drive, finds McDuffie. McDuffie tries the one-time touch, but Rylee reads it perfectly. Lays it across to Braden. Good play out the back by Bolton for the run of Drew, but instead will just earn a throw-in for Team West.
Yeah, Uithoven came over trying to cut that off and just pushed the ball out of bounds.
Throw in for Reese Bolton on the far side. Long searching throw, looking for Dipersia. Dipersia did beat Serenity Tumpkin this time, but instead cleaning things up was Lanie McCarty. Solid defensive line for Team East today. Yet to concede. Yet to really concede up a big save even for Kinchelow. She's been a little quiet back there. Everything she's done well. But she's got solid back line in front of her as Bolton takes this throw. Under hit pass was picked up by Weir. Good pass across by Fugel. Here is Sullivan, chips it inside to Fugel. Fugel takes the touch down, spins. Rylee is there defending her, but Fugel manages to get it off to Uithoven. Good step by the defensive line and eventually swiped clear nicely by Barnhill.
Jess, you could see the wind play with that ball as it got up in the air.
Just held it up a little bit as some good pressure by Avry Scott forces the throw-in. 4 substitutions here for Team East. Team West probably thinking it must be nice to have that squad depth. Team West having to borrow 2 players today, and I'm pretty sure they're thankful they did in these temperatures. It's a tough game out there today. Hot on that turf as we trickle down to under 30 minutes in this, the 3rd matchup of the Southeast All-American Soccer Showcase. It's Sullivan on the throw-in here. Down the line. Unable to take it under control was Caroline Moore. Instead, Bailey Bergman. Bergman lays it back to Braden. Braden skips past the challenge, finds Bergman, who spins. Beautiful pass by Bergman straight into the run of Kyleigh Drew. Drew takes it in swinging ball, looking for Muenchen. Muenchen and
so
Scott
close.
Just got in each other's way there. A little bit of lack of communication between the two. And again, Muenchen hails from Georgia and Avry Scott from Texas, and they probably met on Thursday.
Absolutely.
So for them, a little bit tough there. Bit of communication error, but a great delivery by Kyleigh Drew, and it's coming for Team West. They have all the momentum at this point.
Yeah, moving the ball, controlling it, doing a great job. Just waiting on them to finish that in that final third.
Jada Kinchelow with the goal kick here. She's going to go long, no real short options. Muenchen is there. Muenchen beats Weir to the ball, but now Weir fighting for it, but Muenchen gets it over to Scott. Slide tackle on Scott by Weir. Dipersia wins a corner kick. Hard work by both Scott and Dipersia. Doesn't pay off. It's actually a goal kick.
Yes, it is.
Kinchelow now finding her spot, 25 and some change remaining. The sole lone goal right now, the difference. Brooklyn McDuffie out of Florida had that finish as Kinchelow looks long. Price all the way home, recycling it through Rylee Manning. Manning into Braden. Braden on the half turn. Under pressure though, good step by Whiting. Whiting breaking into the 18, only 1 in the box ahead of her. Skipping through, good pressure by Braden, but Whiting still has possession. Couldn't get the pass off, and Ella Rylee just dispossessing Caroline Moore there. Good patient defending by Team West.
Ella Rylee once again perfectly times her step, able to clear the threat out, which looked like it was going to be an excellent opportunity for another score.
Team East playing out the back. Wages switching across to Sullivan. Sullivan back to Wages. Wages into the feet of Chacon, but Chacon only finds Scott. Great tackle, and well, I say great tackle, it was given a foul there against Kenney Dipersia. Looked like she was a little overzealous potentially on Hope Kenney, and it will be a free kick for Kenney. It'll be Sullivan stepping up to take this free kick for Team East.
Team East taking their time, putting 3 right on the 18-yard line.
Sullivan chipping it towards the back. Good step out the back by Rylee Braden. Working hard to recover the ball, Kyleigh Drew. Drew with one behind. A good step by Madyson Helm to dispossess Drew, but it will be a throw-in for Team West.
Just Team East is really putting their foot on the gas.
100%. A foul actually called for the challenge from behind. It's Reese Bolton. She's not got much leg room with the side hoarding, but she gets the finish on her still. A good first time touch by Barnhill. Barnhill spins and finds Avry Scott. Scott was searching for Dipersia. It is kept in play by Drew. Recycles to Bolton. Bolton with a good first touch to drive past the challenge. Finds the feet of Muenchen. Nicely done by Muenchen. Fantastic reverse pass into Drew. Drew crosses it towards. Here's Barnhill. Barnhill with the touch. Where's Scott? And Scott finishes it. Avry Scott, the poacher's goal. And actually, Avry Scott will be delighted because she had one very similar towards the end of the first half where she just couldn't connect. This time she buries it into the back of the net, a poacher's goal, and that's why you follow up everything. Great positioning by Avry Scott, and she had the composure to bury it into the side netting. Fantastic goal, 1-1 Team East, Team West.
Excellent job, and just like Team East goal, follow up on the play allowed West to tie that ball, to tie the game up.
And the announcer announced that one wrong. I promise you the goal was by Avry Scott. There is no for Hailey Cliche. Hailey Cliche unfortunately picked up an injury during practice. Our thoughts are with Hailey. I understand how frustrating it must be to miss out on the opportunity. Things all tied at 1 apiece here as we have 21 minutes remaining. Things just got interesting, Brad.
Yes, it absolutely did. It's going to be exciting to watch these last 20 minutes.
Here's Chacon. Chacon with some beautiful footwork to beat the pass, and no runner there for Chacon as Bolton just swipes that one clear. Ella Rylee clearing her lines now. Great ball by Rylee. A clearance turned into almost a perfect serve to find her forward there. Instead, though, Team East breaking, and it is, I believe, McDuffie. No, in fact, it's Whiting there. Whiting with the cross, but it's blocked by Braden. Good work by both Whiting and Braden there.
Whiting has really had to work hard on that right side. She doesn't have the size that she's going up against, but she definitely has the work ethic.
Chacon almost kept that one in. It will be a goal kick there, and I'm enjoying the chemistry between Chacon and Whiting right now. You mentioned neither of them particularly tall, but making up for that in their strength as we stop for a water break. Brad, thoughts?
I'm excited. I'm really excited to see these last 20 minutes now that Team West has leveled the field. It'll be great to see what happens after this hydration break right here and what changes, if any, either team makes.
And speaking of hydration breaks, Brad, I think we'll take a pause there for a sip of water.
I'm right there with you.
Rejoining us here at the Southeast All-American Soccer Showcase, Jessica Charman and Brad Sensini on the call here.
What a great game we've had up to this point. We're down to the last 17 minutes of play, and I'm really anxious to see what happens in these next 17 minutes.
What great games we've had today, Brad. Every single one has had its moments of magic. The quality has been top drawer, so excited for all of you listening, watching at home. I'm sure you've had a blast, as much as I have.
Sure. Jess, if I was a college coach coming to watch this showcase, it's just like you described, I think, in the last game. This would be like Christmas Day for me.
100%. We've still got plenty of quality to come. 16 minutes of this match, and we'll be followed by the boys, teams East and teams West, to finish things up here. Tied at 1 apiece here, as Kennedy Price drives forward. Ahead of her are the two players in pennies. A reminder that Carter Drake and Savannah Jackson are here playing with Team West. You'll have seen them earlier in the Stars and Stripes match. Some roster shortages for Team West, and great job for those girls to step in and help out and get some extra fitness in.
And not being on the pitch for as long as they have, they're probably loving every minute of this.
Great ball over the top, searching for Hope Kenney, and the brave challenge by Kennedy Price, and fair play to both those ladies, went into that one 110%. We'll have a throw in here for Team West, or Team East rather. Stepping up to take this one is Sullivan. Looks like Brad has delivery boys from Spraybury High School delivering him ice.
I had to get a refresher, Jess.
I don't know where my deliveries are, but alas, I guess I have to befriend some high school soccer players.
Well, yours was the Nugs.
Don't talk about my nutrition live on air, please. I work at 3 gyms. It was only a 4-pack. Anyway, enough about our refreshments here on air as Sullivan takes this throw-in. She managed to get it back and pop it up in the air, but only as far as Barnhill. Barnhill over the top, looking for Savannah Jackson. Serenity Tumpkin is there, and great work by Tumpkin to force the throw-in for herself. Sullivan to take this throw-in for Team East. She's got Fugel checking in, asking for it to feet. Instead, loops it over. It's headed up by Kennedy Price and out for another throw-in. Team East just edging up the pitch at this point. Good step by Barnhill to recover that one. Gets it off to Muenchen. Muenchen with a beautiful switching play. Here's Dipersia. Dipersia in a battle with Uithoven, and Uithoven did a cracking job there to put Dipersia under enough pressure to force the shot wide.
Absolutely love the defensive play right there. Speaking of defenders, Serenity Tumpkin, we've talked about her. She just graduated in the last couple weeks from North Paulding High School. So she is definitely looking for someone to pick her up so that she can advance that career.
I don't see that being too difficult the way she has been performing today as she stops Savannah Jackson turning, and she has taken a bit of a fall there, looking hurt, unfortunately, for Tumpkin, and the referee will stop play now as Tumpkin goes down, clutching her ankle.
Jessica, talking about the defender on the other team that we've talked about a lot, Ella Rylee, believe it or not, she's getting ready to start her junior year of high school. She just finished her sophomore year.
Incredible.
Yes.
Absolutely incredible. That's the maturity she shows on the pitch. And I hope to see Ella Rylee at the future Southeast All-American showcases, because she is spectacular. And these tournaments, they're possible because of incredible sponsors, so it's a good time to shout out iSports Recruiting, S1 Goalkeeping, Busmax Rent-A-Bus, Bramlett Mechanical Company, Unitas, and Select, the official soccer ball of the Southeast All-American Soccer Case. And while we're at it, we talked about food. We need to shout out the food sponsors, Jason Deli, Domino's, and Zaxby's. Hashtag nutritious.
Couldn't have described it any better. Nutritious. And the kids loved it.
We do see some sportsmanship here as it's knocked all the way back to Manning in goal. Manning laid that pass through to Bergman. Bergman knocked it back to Muenchen, who's slotted into that centre-back position now. Braden tried to break forward and turn, but instead recycles things to Muenchen.
Jess, it looks like Muenchen has kind of dropped back to be a second center defender with Ella Rylee.
That's that versatility we talked about and coaches love to see. You want a player that can fill wherever you put them in and put in a performance. So I'm sure Muenchen will be fantastic. Here is Rylee. Rylee into Bergman. Bergman with a spin. Spreads the play wide to Braden. Long searching pass for Dipersia, but just didn't have the energy to catch that one.
I want to make a correction from an earlier goal. That was by number 8, Avry Scott.
PA announcer clearing up the goal for Avry Scott. Want to make sure that she gets the credit to the fans that are here in the stadium.
We definitely got it correct on the call, thankfully, but definitely Avry Scott with a great finish. So glad that she got her kudos there. As we see a throw in for Team East. Throw in over the top, and it's Bergman. Bergman dispossessed though, but a strong challenge to recover things. On the half spin is Barnhill. Barnhill breaking forward. She's defended well by Ella Weir, but skips past Bergman. Stops. Spins onto her left. Cuts through the challenge on the edge of the box, and she's chopped down, and she will have a free kick. Lanie McCarty a little late on the challenge. A free kick 18.5 yards out for Team West here, and an opportunity now to take things potentially to a 2-1 lead for Team West. Dangerous area. I'll be interested to see how the wall sets up for Team East.
We had this almost exact same play in the previous boys game, Jess. This game, it appears that Team East is using a 3-man wall.
To me, not enough in a wall from this shooting distance as Kennedy Price shoots, but too far over there. And I think I mentioned this in the boys game again, Brad. Those ones are tough because there's actually not enough time and space for the ball to get up and over and still dip into the net.
Correct. I always called that no man's land. It's just in that area that you can't drive it.
It's going to take a real special shot to score from there. That is for sure. We see Jada Kinchelow ready to take this goal kick. She does. It goes long. Checking in was Hope Kenney. A little late there, Bailey Bergman, but she's fighting for it against Fugel. Fugel comes out, tops there, and finds Navas. Navas with the shoulder, and so much strength there by Ali Kate Navas, but Rylee there to dismiss that opportunity. Here's Newhouse. Newhouse cleaned up by Bergman into Barnhill. Barnhill searching for Dipersia, but no nonsense clearance out the back by Josie Wages.
And Jess, the wind is definitely taking precedence. Any ball that gets up in the air, you can clearly see it being held up or pushed along.
Definitely impacts that as the shot over the top, and it's in. Gorgeous.
Wow.
Absolutely gorgeous by Fugel. That's Brooklynn Fugel with an absolutely gorgeous finish. Top bins, floated it in. You just mentioned the wind, Brad, and you saw how the wind sort of helped that one on its way. A perfect strike, and Rylee Manning really with no chance with that one.
Number 16, Brooklynn Fugel.
Yeah, Rylee Manning right there thought that she had her eyes on it. You could see she was trying to punch it over, and that ball just carried in the wind right into the back of the back of the net. So with 8 minutes left to go, Team East regains the lead 2-1.
And let's see how Team West is able to respond here to adversity. Another strong character trait. I had the opportunity to talk to Coach Molly McCarty of Team West over this weekend, and she used to recruit for a college, and what she told me is, yes, we're looking for soccer players, but we're also looking for characters. We're looking for academic people, and we're looking for characters with great personality and leadership skills, and that's exactly what Team West is looking for at this moment. They're looking for big characters that can really inspire the rest of the team for this final 7 minutes.
Kennedy Price being talked to right now by the referee, little physical.
We like to see it, but it's good that there's communication going on. I don't know if Price feels a little hard done by there, but good communication from the ref nonetheless to explain her decision. It's Megan Sullivan over the ball here. Just inside the half. Knocks it long. Good flick on by Fugel. She'll be feeling hot after that goal, that's for sure. And it's a good time quickly to mention our coaches today. Over at Team West, Molly McCarty, as I mentioned, she's assisted by Alexis Hines, and it's Megan Timchuk and Jennifer Kirby for Team East. Jennifer Kirby, very versatile. She's also the goalkeeper coach for all eight goalkeepers we've seen today. She's a busy lady, that's for sure.
Yes, she is.
So thank you to our coaches. We've got the best of the best out here coaching the best players in the Southeast. Exciting times here with 6 minutes remaining in this game 3. One game remaining, Brad.
Yes. And you talk about the coaches. We've talked all day about how these players just met each other on Thursday afternoon. The coaches also just met these players on Thursday afternoon. So it's interesting to see how these coaches have integrated their styles into these players that they haven't had before.
Fantastically, and a good shot there by Carolyn Moore, smothered nicely by Rylee Manning, and she punts that one long. It's a good ball actually by Manning. Kyleigh Drew unable to take that one down in the sun. 5 minutes and some change ticking here at Atlanta Silverbacks Stadium. Jessica Charman and Brad Sensony as Manning opts to kick that one, shielded all the way to her by Rylee.
Jess, I can't tell you how much I've loved watching every single bit of match play that we've had today.
It's been cracking, that's for sure. A real treat for everyone back home, I am sure, whether it's your child, your friend, or a future player. Cracking, and that was unbelievably good. That just epitomizes everything we've seen. Brooklyn McDuffie with a fantastic header. The delivery, I'm not sure who it was for. I think it was from Whiting there with the cross from the right-hand side. Based on the celebrations, I'm going to go with that as an assist from Whiting. And that was a cracking goal. That summarizes what we've seen in terms of quality. A beautiful delivery, a good header, and, you know, Team East just showing that quality right now. And Team West, you know, they played great, but Team East just has that finishing in front of goal at this point.
Yes, they do. And Jess, as a keeper, that's one of the hardest balls to come up with. A cross, perfectly placed, off of a header.
Oh, that's where you teach your kids to cross 100%. It's in that area where the defender doesn't want it, the goalkeeper doesn't want it, and everyone gets caught in no man's land. Simple header really for Brooklyn McDuffie, but she made it look simple. It wasn't as easy as it looked, but great work there by Team East. 3-1 here. It looks like that might be the magic scoreline for today.
I'm thinking it is. Maybe we should be playing these lottery numbers.
Nice play there into Caroline Moore. Moore spins. McDuffie gets up again. Muenchen a swing and a miss there as Uithoven breaks forward. Uithoven cuts it in. Manning gets down to that one, unable to hold it, but cleaned up again by Ella Rylee. 4 minutes remaining, and the tempo's just found its second breath right now. We're seeing some real fast plays down towards us as Team East looks to build momentum with 3 minutes remaining.
Sure. We talked not too long ago about the players getting their second wind, and it definitely appears that they have.
3 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. 3-1 here, Jessica Charman and Brad Sensony. That throw in into the feet of Moore. Moore spins, cuts it in, and Rylee Manning there with the comfortable pickup. Manning allowing her defensive line a little time to pop up, but she boots it long towards the half. Good step back by Kennedy Price. Good little spin by Fugel. We've seen a great goal for her and some beautiful footwork blocked by Muenchen. Popped up in the air. Good header by Bolton. Muenchen there again with the second clearance. Chasing to keep that one in is Drew, but just unable to do so there. Couple of substitutions now. Brooklyn McDuffie will get her standing ovation from her parents, I'm sure, in the crowd.
Sure.
2 goals for her as she comes off, and coming back on, I believe, is Kaitlynn Whiting, who had the assist on that final goal that we've seen so far here today. She'll move over onto the left-hand side where we haven't really got to see her today.
We have not. Again, versatility. Looking for players. You've got all of these players being interchanged in multiple positions, Jess.
Muenchen with the throw-in. 2 minutes and ticking. Bergman knocks it long over the top. Nice little spin there. Good work by Kennedy Price, showing her speed. Good play by Kennedy Price. Pops off the deflected shot, and Kinchelow watched that one straight into her hands there. We see the boys walking into the shade right now. Reminder that the 5 p.m. kick will probably be around 5:15 today. We're not resting much between games, that's for sure, as a nice little spin by Caroline Moore, looking for the run of Whiting. But again, Rylee Manning quick off her line there. Good work by Rylee. We've seen 3 goalkeepers concede 3 goals so far today, and none of them have had bad games. I think it's really important to reiterate, it's just been quality goals. We've been treated.
Sure.
Team East breaking forward through. Fugel spinning is Moore. Moore unable to get through the brick wall that is the Team West defensive line. Price threading the ball through. A beautiful pass there by Price. Unable to catch it though is Drew. Well dealt with by Josie Wages. 1 minute and ticking. Throw in for Sullivan. Sullivan in to Kenney. Kenney with a spin. Good little feet by Kenney, but watched all the way by Newhouse.
Well, Jess, 3 out of 4 games that we've had, all 3 have been phenomenal.
No pressure, Team East and West boys. And do we get one more opportunity here for some magic as we see Caroline Moore against Muenchen? Moore beautifully floated cross there. Uithoven will try and keep this one in. She does with 16 seconds remaining. Uithoven drills that one across Muenchen with a good deflection. Hard is Kennedy Price. Kennedy Price spins. She's got 5 seconds. She's got to take this one. She's got to take the shot. And unfortunately, just didn't look up and see the clock. We finish our 3rd game. Team East 3, Team West 1. Brad, keyword again, quality.
Quality, no doubt.
You cannot describe these games in any other way. Fantastic game. We've seen, fantastic players out there. I'm borderline running out of superlatives to describe it by. Jessica Charman, Brad Sensony. We will be back shortly for the final game of this incredible day of action at the Southeast All-American Soccer Showcase, powered by 323 Sports. We'll be right back with you. We're going to take a little breather.